Hey, it's Jang here from UltimateRC.com and RCmania.com, the place for toy-grade RC reviews. This is my review of the New Bright Scorpion Pro 1/10 scale off-road truck. This is one of 3 vehicles that New Bright has come out with using the same basic chassis, including the smaller Wolf and the larger Sabre. They all have independent front suspension and a little bit of suspension in the rear, though the rear is a little bit on the stiff side. These Pro Series vehicles have very lightweight construction, including very lightweight bodies. It's an extremely thin shell that's just molded into shape. It's a lot tougher than it looks though. The radio transmitter is a Pro-style pistol grip controller, and thankfully it has no antenna on top. Finally, the end of antennas is near. It uses instead a very high-strength internal antenna. The controller has a nice shape to it, and it should work well for both adult and child-sized hands. The radio does have quad-band technology, so when you get one of these vehicles, you don't have to worry about it conflicting with the radio frequency of another of the same vehicle. And you can actually run 4 of the same ones at the same time in the same place with separate controllers. The auto pairing function allows you to choose your radio channel just from the radio without having to change anything on the truck. And there are a lot of innovative features there, but this right here is a game changer. This is a lithium-based battery. Compared to traditional nickel-based, nickel cadmium and nickel metal hydride batteries, these have way more energy inside of them for their size. That should translate to better acceleration and more top speed, as well as longer run times. Lithium battery technology has already completely revolutionized the hobby-grade RC world, making electric RCs significantly faster and more reliable than gas-powered ones. New Bright here has the potential to now revolutionize the toy-grade RC market. But it gets even better. This looks like a regular battery charger that you would plug into a wall. Normally, these take anywhere from 4 to 6 hours to completely charge a battery. But this New Bright lithium pack charger only takes 1 hour. That's a monumental improvement and another possible game changer. Out on the road, this truck is respectably quick. New Bright says it'll do 11 miles per hour, but I actually clocked it at 8 to 9. That still makes it one of the faster toy-grade RCs on the market today, and it has enough power to pull wheelies if you go in reverse first. It's a whole lot of fun on flat ground, and if you tap reverse while going full speed forward, you can actually make it spin around and do a fishtail maneuver. Even though it's really an off-road vehicle, it's still a ton of fun to drive around on a flat, smooth surface, and there really wasn't anything about it that I didn't like. For my next test of the Scorpion Pro, I took it out to an off-road surface, some nice coarse gravel, but even though it is an off-road vehicle, it did start to falter in its performance here. It gets over bumps just fine. The tires are plenty big and have plenty of traction. The vehicle has enough power for its weight, even on an off-road surface. However, steering on an off-road surface is terribly lacking. Here, right now, I'm actually trying to turn left, and you see that I wasn't able to do it. Again, trying to turn left. I have to actually back up and turn the opposite direction to make a full turn. It was kind of annoying at first, but the longer I continued to drive and had to put up with this really terrible steering radius, the more frustrating it became. Blipping the throttle trigger off and on to make the truck go extra slow helped a little bit, but still, trying to turn even just 90 degrees, much less 180 to completely turn around, ugh, just painful. It just didn't want to do it. The problem is how much play there is in the front axles. They just wobble and wiggle around willy-nilly. As a result, when you try to steer in one direction, sometimes the tires just decide they don't want to go in that direction. They want to continue going in whatever direction the truck is already facing. The problem is compounded by thin, flexible materials and the presence of extra gaps where parts just don't fit together right. It's not something you can fix by just tightening a few screws. You'd actually have to custom build some new parts. Even on a more forgiving dirt surface with less bumps, still the steering didn't work that great unless I was lucky enough to lose traction on the rear tires. Every once in a while in a turn it would actually start to spin out a little bit, and that would tighten up the steering radius, like it did right there. Then it would just go back to its norm. Turn left, turn left. Okay, turning right in reverse, that helped. Now turn, 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 turn. Finally, it hit a bump and the rear end spun out a little bit. This is such a tremendous disappointment. Like I said, New Bright here had the opportunity to completely revolutionize the toy grade RC market. For the price of a normal old technology RC, you get something with no external antenna, auto pairing quad band technology on the radio, good speed, good range, and great recharge times, and then they ruined it all with almost non-functional steering. I'm so ashamed of this, I just can't take it anymore. I'm out of here. See you at rcmania.com.